So I put an ad on Craigslist for some biodiesel oil, waste vegetable oil, waste motor oil, transmission fluid, whatever. I did get a response from an old biodieseler. He got out of it for one reason or another, and while I was there picking up oil, he said, hey, would you want this pump? I don't think it works. He plugged it in, it didn't work. This is a Chicago Electric Harbor Freight little pump. You can barely see what it is, but if I can get it to focus, right there you go, Chicago Electric Power Tools. The rest of it doesn't really matter. So my job in the Navy is nuclear electrician's mate, and this is kind of my stuff. So I thought to myself, well, it's free and I know how to fix motors, so I'll go ahead and take a look at it. It was not spinning at all. It was definitely rusted in place. This is a squirrel cage induction motor, and basically how it works is the lines of flux, the field, magnetic field, spins in a circle in there, and then that cuts through these bars in the squirrel cage, and that creates an electrical current and therefore a field in the rotor. So these silver parts are the bars, and they're electrically connected by these two silver pieces on the end. So when it cuts, it makes a field, or the current is generated. Okay, so it generates current in here, and then that creates its own field, which opposes the field in here, and that's how you get the turning. So this is a pretty simple motor. If you're doing something like this, the first thing you want to do is get out your handy meter and test it. Make sure that it's electrically sound. And what I'm saying is that none of the powered bits get to the not powered bits. So I'm not going to be able to do this with two hands or with one hand. But you take your black. I use the diode setting. It's the best. It lets you know if there's a short. And if a very small current gets through to make a beep, then a very large current is definitely going to do it. So you make sure you want to get a good connection, so scrape away any oxide that's on there. And then take your red one and go all over to the different electrical portions, okay? And then when you're done with that, you want to find the plug down there and do the same thing. Make sure that anything that's going to be powered is not connected to anything that's not supposed to be powered. So the issue with this, again, I said it was rusted. You can see on the inside, he had it outside, so all kinds of the elements got inside, got rusted together, and this part was rusted inside of there, stuck. So how I'm going to fix this, I'm going to get a little wire brush it out, wire brush this off, clean it up, shoot some lubrication in these bearings. That these do turn, so that's good. Probably because they have a bunch of grease in them. The other one turns as well, because that's turning. And then I'm going to put it back together. How you get this apart, at least this one, luckily, there's these 3 bolts, and they go in these holes, basically, but backwards. Because this piece goes inside of here, right? This is one of the caps, which is also the pump, the actual pump, and this is the other cap, which goes on the other side, and then it spins. Let's take a look inside and show you guys. So this part on the end is the actual impeller, and it's pretty quality, like heavy cast material. I believe this is a vent, a pump vent to get any air out. Basically you would open that until stuff issues, fluid issues, and then you don't have any problem with cavitation inside. See if I can show you guys inside. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but there's a lot of gunk in there from pumping a bunch of waste oil over the years, so I'm going to clean that out, maybe with some carb cleaner and WD-40, and then it should be good. That meowing is my new friend that I found. I think the neighbors abandoned their cat. And now he or she likes hanging out with me. So the reason I'm doing this, there's my truck with all the barrels in it. I need to get those out of there. It took 2 people to get them in there, and most of those are half full. So it's going to be kind of difficult for me to get it out by myself. Ideally, I can get this working today so that I can pump it out into my holding tank, or at least 1 barrel to the next, the ones that I can lift down, and then I'll move those. The reason I'm doing this is because we are planning on going to the beach today, and that would be awesome, but that's where all the beach gear goes. So it's early in the morning, I'm out here working, trying to get that done. So I hope you guys found this informative. I'll give a little update if I get it running. Definitely check that video out, soon to come. Hope you found this out. I did hope you find this outstanding, but I hope you have an outstanding day. I hope you found this informative. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.